channel. Today's tutorial is a hair tutorial. It's a very simple Dutch braid that then goes into a fishtail braid. So it looks more complicated than it is, I promise. If you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Alright, so I have a lot of hair and I'm wearing my 24-inch Bellamy extensions, but you could do this with almost any length of hair as long as it kind of goes past your shoulders. So I'm pulling it all to one side and then I'm just going to start with a regular Dutch braid. So if you know how to French braid, then you're really easily going to be able to do this. The only difference between a French braid and a Dutch braid is that we're pulling the hair under. So I'm taking my first piece of outside hair and just pulling it under the middle piece, and then I'm going to pull from the back and just do the same thing, pull it under, and that's what makes the braid kind of pop up. And I'm going to do this about to my ear, maybe just below my ear. Once I get to this point, I'm going to go ahead and stretch out what I have so far because I really like to stretch my braids out. And if I go ahead and braid all the way down, it gets a little bit harder to pull out the top pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So now I'm going to split the braid itself as well as the rest of my hair into just two sections. So I'm just splitting everything because we're not going to go into a fishtail braid, and a fishtail braid is only two sections of hair instead of three. And so what we want to do is pull back and keep that Dutch braid going. We do not want to bring it forward because that'll mess up the braid. Just take advice from my serious face there. And I'm going to show you how I struggle to get it started because it's not easy to get it started and it's going to look like a mess. But just keep going with that fishtail technique, pulling it back and around, and you will start to see it take shape here in a minute. And you can kind of see how if I had pulled the hair forward instead of bringing it back and around like I am, then that 3-strand braid, that Dutch braid, would be unraveling right now. So we needed to keep going and pulling it back so that it'll still keep its shape and not kind of loosen up. And I like to take alternating really big sections and then smaller sections to just kind of make it look more messy. I do start with bigger sections because that braid is pretty big and fat, and so the fishtail braid needs to kind of blend into that. But then once you get a little further down, you can kind of alternate big sections and little sections and make it look cool. And then before I put my elastic in to secure it, I like to stretch it out so that it looks nice and fat with the Dutch braid up top. And this is totally optional. You can leave it nice and tight and sleek. It's totally up to you. And then once you like how it looks, you can just go ahead and put in that tiny elastic and you are completely done. So that is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something cool. Definitely let me know. Send me pictures if you try it. And thanks so much for watching.